Before I jump into today's message, I did want to ask a question of reflection. So, this particular message is about the power of your silence. And in my line of work, I specifically focus on supporting fathers, men who have children, to reduce the overwhelm, the frustration and anger when facing a high stakes life transition such as divorce, separation, court, custody, or even co parenting. And so I want to ask, is putting more words into this situation actually going to help or to make it worse? Is the amount of explaining or attempts to defend or to persuade your significant other, your baby's mama, your ex, your current lover, girlfriend, going to help your situation or make it worse? Especially when dealing with potential assets that you have in your life. You might share a home, you have an automobile that you share together, you have children, especially in co-parenting situations. So there is a connection and a bond. There's a lot of words that can be going back and forth. Phone calls, text messages, in your own mind. Will those words help or make it worse? So this is the question of reflection. This could be for men who have children, men who are in a relationship, fathers who are actively married, in the process of divorce, separation, because what ends up happening is no matter what, you're going to have to navigate that situation. And no one wants to fail. No one wants to be worried. Failure, worry, anger. Anger is, once you get there, it's very hard to come back. Okay? What I'm recommending and proposing is that, will the words you speak or think help or make things worse? But what I want to recommend is that you restrain yourself. Don't pop off. By doing that, what you're exercising and what you're demonstrating is that you have discipline, that you even value the interaction. So restraining yourself by not being explosive, okay? You begin to actually demonstrate to the person that you love or once said that you love. Now, I want to be very clear here. What I'm sharing and recommending is not just coming from my clinical expertise, but from my life experience. Once being married, been divorced, been in a relationship, been separated, gone through custody, made bad decisions, made good ones, have children. So what I'm saying isn't just coming from a clinical perspective, but life experience. And so what I'm encouraging is that you tap into the wise understanding. There is a teaching from our ancestors that says that the tongue is a small member, but it's hard to control. Think about it. You can control the movements of your head with the right guidance and teaching. You can control your posture, right? But then the tongue can be very sharp, and it can be out of control. It can create problems for the fools. The fools, they just babble on. They react to every little thing. But what I'm recommending is that you demonstrate restraint and not let every little interaction with the one you love or the one you once said you love, but now in separation, or that you're going through a divorce, or maybe the co-parenting situation, there's some friction there. There is a solution to that. And I'm recommending that you pause, take a moment to pause, and by asking that question, you will get an answer. The answer you receive will help to guide the process of resolution. And that's it. What I'd also like to offer is that if you're in a situation there's high friction, opposition, and or you need to like check your mental state, and the irritation leads you down to path the frustration to anger is just escalating, that's prevention is worth more than a pound of cure. I want to invite you to dedicate 15 minutes to yourself to identify what you can do to navigate that situation and put yourself first, put your well-being first, and elevate your level of wellness through a 15-minute consultation. So there is a way to implement these recommendations on practicing silence, taking a pause on your own, or if you need support, an elevated level of support, feel free to reach out to me. And until then, be well. Thank you.